Welcome to another episode of the Path of Champions against Zed. This time we will be taking him on with Kennen. You see, right now this is one of the most broken things with both Kennen and Teemo. Get the Stabilize ability right away. It's able to recycle your 1 mana champions as fast as possible, especially with Kennen's ability that when I summon him, he's able to he's able to refill your spell mana. It just becomes such a crazy thing. I'm making sure that they use their 1-drop right away. They don't have anything that's too crazy as a 1-drop, but you can see right here, right away, boom, boom. I'm able to kill their 3-drop, even though it was a 1-drop. I'm able to use that with Kennen, and I'm able to then use the Quicken to draw back my ephemeral Kennen, so that way I can have the spell. I believe that from here, you're starting to see exactly what I'm going to be doing. I can use the Kennen to block. I can use their spell in order for them to kill their drop without them attacking, and thus creating like a cheaper unit on their hand. So I just keep on going. Check out the Kennen. Boom. Summons 2. They don't have anything, which kind of sucks. So I will be recalling, I believe, with the Quicken. No, the Navori instead. You can see that this whole point of this ability not only creates such a broken things with your hand, but it speeds up Kennen's process. It gives you enough spell mana to be able to recall. You'll see here, hopefully they're able to use it. Let's see if they use their speed. No, they don't, but I'm able to recall to deal 2 damage. Even if I wanted to do that, what I decide to do is recall, so I can summon Kennen. I can refill my spell mana, and then use that 1 spell mana to be able to summon a level 3 cost unit to my hand. So I'm gonna be, if I remember correctly, I'm gonna summon the impact person with my 1-drop. Not only that, but I use my first Kennen, my first ephemeral Kennen, to be able to bounce my second one. I recycle one of my champion spells back, and you look at the amount of mana that I have for 4. I think I used maybe about 8 to 10 mana that quickly. I was even thinking, let me bring back my 3rd ephemeral Kennen, deal 2 to them, and right here I believe it is just a easy free attack. I completely forgot about my Kennen's true ability, like my innate Nexus ability, that when I have the battle token or the attack token, my weakest person, I created an ephemeral copy of my weakest unit, which is pretty good. You see that the Heimerdinger was there, but I'm gonna go through a lot of elusive stuff, and I'm gonna choose Nami. Nami is really good because as long as I have small units on the board, and because Kennen's able to not only refill the spell mana, which will instantly level up the Nami, Nami's use of Kennen's spells and recycling of mana creates really huge units. So all I'm looking for here is a chance for my Nami. You can see here that, you know what I could have done? I could have had 2 Kennens on the board by using that ephemeral, but because I get the attack token, look at that, boom, 3 Kennens, right? Easy. Then recycle the ephemeral to deal 2 their damage. But then I decide, you know what? I can make them ephemeral. Look at all the options I have, right? I can make them ephemeral. I can be able to bounce things back. I'm gonna have 2 Kennens on the board. One thing to keep in mind is try to bounce back your Navori Conspirators or anything weaker than Kennen. Before, I should have blocked with the Nova Conspirator here. The reason why is because when you get the attack token, what you will do is you will summon a Kennen off of your innate ability, and then the Stabilize ability will give you another champion. So if you don't have Kennen being your weakest unit, if you have Kennen being your weakest unit, what will happen is you will be able to have essentially you will be able to have like 4 Kennens on the field at one time, right? And with them being, at least for me, they're 3, that means that's 12 quick attack damage. If you buff up Kennen throughout the run, you know, that can easily be a KO. You know, maybe you buffed it up to 5 or 6, then you're dealing 24 by maybe round 4, right? Which will definitely be a demise. I'm trying to block by recalling one of my Namis and using my second Nami to then buff up my other unit. I think that this is such a crazy combo. Look at that. We summon the Nami because she's the weakest, which gives me 1 more spell mana to level her up. Summons another Nami, which means that we get another thing. Check out, all 3 Namis are able to power each other up, and that's GG. I love the combination of Kennen and Nami, but honestly, that stabilize ability is such a broken card with weak cost champions. From here on out, I'm thinking, all right, I found my strategy. We have Kennen, we have Nami. That means we're gonna use a lot of spells, as many spells as possible, and then we get the Fleet Admiral Shelly. Oh my gosh, this is a GG. This is a wrap, right? Easiest thing ever, but you will see how amazing and how hilarious the final battle is. So stay tuned for the final battle. Sadly, they're able to have a 1-drop there, but you know, luckily for me, I'm able to have a 1-drop Kennen, which, you know, just gave me 4 mana out of nowhere. Look at how many things, look at the amount of Kennens I just drew. I'm thinking maybe I should use this 2-cost spell to bounce one back, then use this to counter it, and then bounce back my second Kennen in order for me to continue going, keeping Kennen as my weakest unit here. Totally okay with what I'm doing here. Honestly, I should have let that 4 damage drop. That would have given me 3 Kennens, which levels him up immediately. I should have just taken that 4 damage. But I'm very, very cautious with my mana, especially knowing that we're going to be hitting up Karma. And Karma is no joke. So please keep that in mind. Try to keep as much Nexus as possible. They're going to block, which is definitely okay. I'm going to try to get rid of that quick attack guy, which gives them a bunch of units for them to block or for them to deal with. Again, they're using all their ephemerals. I'm trying to think of what's the best thing to use. I think I'm going to drop that 5-drop only because it gives me an extra unit. And you're going to see another cool thing with my not stabilized, but my innate ability gives me another 5-drop, 1/1 5-drop, which I can recall back to my hand. And I got that celestial thing. I'm going to use that knock him down to be able to kill him, right? And I really don't mind losing my ephemeral 2-drop because at this point, I'm just going to bring them back. And they got 4 on their nexus anyway. You know, there's nothing really that I care about at this point. I'm just going to use something to block. I recall, and I'm probably going to hit the nexus. Oh, I should have hit the nexus. I'm an idiot. I could have won the game if I just decided to hit the nexus. I'm not sure why I'm attacking that double attack. But, you know, whatever works. Check out this amount of mana drop. Now they're at 2, right? I'm able to continuously deal damage to him. Now he's at a 2-drop, and there's nothing they can do at this point. The Admiral Shelly is the one that goes up, so that means an elusive, which means guaranteed attack, and I'm able to beat them easy peasy, very, very easily. We keep on going. I'm thinking, should I get more spells? Should I get a Mecha Yordle? I don't think so. I want to try to get, I believe, a unit, because I know that I'm gonna have a lot of ephemerals. I might as well get that quick attack 4-drop because it also helps support me. Honestly, I don't really know if it's that good for this type of deck, but I could have even gotten the Radiant Guardian. I thought the Radiant Guardian because I thought maybe with lifesteal I might need some lifesteal back. It would be really up to you if I were to redo this again. Honestly, maybe I would have just stuck with both. This is a good job, right? He becomes stunned, but that's okay. I'm able to use the mana that he gave me, and I'm gonna try not to summon anything, so those 2 manas go into my Nami's level up in case I drew her. You're gonna see that I'm gonna stun this guy, which kills him. right? The cool thing is that my ephemeral is the one that gets stunned and not my actual Kennen. But you know, that's okay. I really wish I could recall them. I finally have a recall card. What do? I decide to use it right now. At this point, I'm not even playing to like do well here. I should be doing that, but because every time I summon Kennen, not only do I refill my spell mana, I get 2 Mark of the Storms, which is able to stun one of my foes units. And so really I'm taking very minimal damage. I'm constantly getting back a bunch of mana. You see right there that I get an ephemeral 5/4 with impact, and I'm gonna keep on abusing Kennen's amazing ability with stabilize right now by constantly using spells. Imagine if there was a Nami on the board right now, even an Admiral Shelley, we would be doing really great damage. Look at all the marks of the storm. I really don't care. I'm just trying to get rid of everything, right? Boom, takes 2 damage. Takes 2 damage, dies. Takes 2 damage, keeps my ephemeral on the board. Honestly, I shouldn't even have used the ephemeral on the board. I should have them take 1 extra damage to their mana. You're gonna see that I am trying to find something that's worth this. I'm gonna block. I'm gonna deal 2 to their Nexus, and with the Admiral Shelley, everything gets granted a +1/+1. And I believe I get Admiral Shelley. I think there's really no point for this. I decide to continue just do this. I'm not sure why I did that. They're able to stun 2 of my units, but with the Admiral Shelley, look at the amount of attack that my Kennen now gave, right? I got him a 6 attack, quick attack. I got a bunch of spells, right? That's just the power that we have with him. So I just keep on going. I get the reroll tokens. I'm going to be healing a little bit. Oh, I go to Fiora. I'm sorry. I thought we were going to be dealing with Karma. I believe that is against Ezreal. With Zed, it is Fiora. Your way to be Fiora is having that Kennen, having those marks of the storms to avoid them, attacking you basically. You're going to use those marks of the storms. I'm using my pranks. Check this out. Summons another one, summons another prank, right? Helps me out with Nami because of the attune. And I use the prank to be able to get their challenging spells into being a lot better. By that I mean better for me because it increases their cost. I'm able to recall. Honestly, should have recalled the Otterpuss because it's going to continuously give me pranks in order for them to survive. You're going to see here. You're going to see that I recall him. So Fiora doesn't have anything to attack with. Then I summon him, use the attune, then use the prank to continuously weaken my opponent's hands. So even though they're doing really well, there's nothing really much they have. Check that out. I'm going to keep adding mana to use their spells and passing. Now they're just dropping a 3/1. I'm going to recall my Kennen. Check this out. It deals 2 to the Fiora, which I'm able to resummon again. Then I'm able to recall my second Kennen to deal damage to the Fiora once again. Now she's a 7/2. And that's just so I can be able to use the marks of the storm to kill her off. Mana recycling with Kennen is so insane. It's borderline broken in Path of Champions. Anytime with Kennen that I use them, my plan was always mana recycle. Let's mana recycle. I'm going to see the cool amount of things that we can do. We can recall the Kennen to avoid Fiora killing me once again. Use him to summon another ephemeral, giving me back 3 mana. Basically, you can do this loop for as many times as you have normal mana. So not spell mana, but the normal mana. As long as you have some, you're able to constantly do this. I recall an Otterpuss for a specific reason, to give me more pranks, to see their hand. Now I'm going to give more cost to the Laurent, because if they want to use something to, if they want to put something on the field, then that just means they're going to have to basically waste all their mana for 1 move. I use the prank again. I think I'm going to keep giving the Laurent more attack. I'm thinking I should attack with a cannon, because even if they try to block, I get 2 Marks of the Storms to be able to deal some damage to Fiora. Not only that, but the 2 Marks of the Storms give the Admiral Shelley the ability for us to grant a +1/+1 for all of my units. And again, check this out. Very cool Kanye with the mana recycling. I'm thinking, what's the best way to use this? I think I'm gonna try to save my Kennen. Fiora, you're gonna get 1 kill, you freaking bastard. But what else can I do here, right? Sure, you take that 1 kill, but I will avenge my dudes. I'm gonna summon the Ren Shadow Blade for a specific reason. It's got quick attack, right? My Otterpuss, those pranks just keep on coming in handy. I'm gonna keep creating useless units on their side. The spell at this point doesn't really matter too much, which is why I don't really care for pranking that one anymore. And I'm thinking, what should become elusive? I think I'm gonna get my Otterpuss to become elusive, so that way when it becomes summoned the next turn, you know, he's able to get that extra boost. I know their entire hand, so I know that they don't have anything. If they're gonna trade with Fiora, then so be it. They're gonna trade their other weaker units with my units to be able to try to maintain some sort of presence. I drew the Dawn and Dusk, which in this deck, Dawn and Dusk is GG, right? Darn, they're able to finally beat my Otterpuss, right? It took them, what, 7 turns to finally get rid of the prank invasion, you know? I don't know why I try to use Dawn and Dusk here. Yeah, I don't know what I was trying to think there. I thought I was trying to do something slick, you know? I used the spell to be able to get rid of their board, waiting to see what they summon, seeing if there's something that I can do, you know, some mana recycling. And from here on out, I'm like, alright, this is perfect. I think I used the Dawn and Dusk as well, or do I just attack from here? Okay, I just attack from here. I remember not to use my anything else, because they don't really have a big enough board to block all of them. And so this is game against the Fiora. Mana recycle, easiest thing ever. We will be going with the Otterpuss to get a 3/1 just in case they get some sort of fearsome. But here it is, the Enfeebling Strike. Best ability outside of Stabilize with Kennen. Enfeebling Strike means that every time I use the second Mark of the Storm on someone, they are also losing 2 attack. Best thing ever. At this point, it's pretty much game. This is such a great draw. Check this out. I got the double Kennen. Doesn't matter, because in this turn, boom, summons 2 more ephemeral Kennens. I get the Navori to bring one back to my hand. I know that they have barrier, which kind of sucks, right? And so I'm gonna attack because I know they're gonna block. And check this out. Now I'm able to bounce my Kennen, right? My ephemeral one, keep that guy alive, and get rid of their barrier. So it's kind of like a psych kind of thing on them. They summon a 3/4, which honestly is really good, but I have an ephemeral Nami that is pretty good. Could have traded the Nova Conspirator, or Novari Conspirator. I don't know how to pronounce it. But I'm just going to be using my spell, so that way I can continuously not only bring down their attack, right, but also buff my attacks. I'm trying to see what's the best course of action. Summon that 1/1, so that way my Nami can continuously buff my units. I know that my 1/2 is going to become a little bit kind of my downfall if I don't use it to sack. They use their 6 cost. They're about to use it. Psych! Bro, you're going back to your hand thanks to my Enfeebling Strike. The reason why they didn't block my Kennen was because it has quick attack, which would make their units a 0 power. And so I think the AI knew, what's the point of having that if I'm not going to be able to deal damage? So I'm just going to be able to, I'm just going to block the other guy because I know I can take down that guy. Now with those 2, check that out. Oof. Oof. Give me that Otterpuss. Give me that prank. Let's see what they got. Purify. They got that one dude that captures your champions. Yeah, what do you think I'm gonna be able to prank? The silence one follower, or the capture your units, doesn't matter if they're champions or not, right? Drew the Admiral Shelly. I'm going for the straight attack because they got nothing here. Bam. Whatever they try to do, now I can overwrite the unit that they try to attack with. I'm going to use the Mark of the Storm just in case, right? And then I'm going to use this wave so that way the Shelly can give everyone a +1/+1 and bring theirs down to a 3/3, right? They're trying to do something here. I said, nah, you're getting that tossed to the bin, my boy. All right, who am I bringing back? Bringing back the Octopus, bringing back the Kennen. Who am I gonna be? Mana Recycle or Prank? I'm saying Mana Recycle. I'm gonna use the Octopus to block. I'm gonna use the Navori Elusives to block, I believe. The reason why I want to get rid of the Elusives, like I said before, they're gonna become copies due to my innate ability, and I really don't want that. So instead, I'm gonna be able to use the Admiral Shelly power again. Check out the work that these two are doing. Very good champion synergy in Path of Champions. And this is a GG. Bam. They weren't even able to use their 6-cost spell. I was able to bounce it back. Very, very good job. At this point, I'm just looking for units so that way I can for sure have enough units for Zed. And check this out, double enfeebling strike. That means every time I deal 1 damage, it's actually going to reduce their attack by 2, right? If I deal 2 damage with Kennen Stings, it is now dealing 4 away from their power. So even though I believe Zed can drop at a 7, let's say I get a Mark of the Storm, not only, or 2 Marks of the Storm on him, not only does that mean that they will be stunned, but the other thing is that they're now going to be losing 4 health and 4 attack, right? Notice that I was thinking maybe I should use the Octopus to start pranking stuff, but first of all, I'm getting rid of their board as soon as possible, right? The reason why I want to get rid of their board is they have a lot of field presence. I said this last time, I'm gonna say it again this one. When you have small units like I do here, do not go this route. I know whatever's on the other side seems tempting. Do not go this route. It just gave me so much pain. I lost so many runs with this because they're able to buff up their opponent, their field. Do not go this route. I'm going this route because honestly, my build is really, really great. I don't think it's losing to anything. But that's not for me to decide. You will see the consequences, right? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna, honestly, the best thing to do against Path of Champions is to grant them additional cost. It just hurts them so bad because the AI doesn't know what to do afterwards. I'm gonna bring back one of my Kennens just so I can be able to have him on the board. I'm gonna summon an Elusive just because at this point, what else can they do? Not only does that work, but my Elusive actually has a support that gives my units Elusive and a +1/+1, which isn't too bad, but it's actually works really well in that one situation, which is why I don't want to highlight it too much. Like I said, I'm starting to see their hand. I don't really think they have much. They have 3 2s, but my board is still somewhat strong. But this is why I said don't go this route. Check this out, 4 2s out of nowhere, right? I'm supposed to be the fast one. What's going on here, right? I use this because I want to make sure that I at least have 1 unit on the board to use with my Nexus ability. So now I have a Elusive there. I'm able to continuously get pranks to see their hand. What's better? I think I'm gonna give two costs to that one dude, so that way there's no way they can summon it this turn. I summon this. I use the Mark of the Storm to kill that dude. I'm gonna be recycling some mana right now to clear their board. Check this out, right? I use 3 mana, but then I'm able to summon him again. I honestly don't have enough mana, but what I should have done here is summon an Octopus. But because they already had game, it's totally okay. If you really wanted to, you could have summoned an Octopus just to deal that extra damage, right? I'm gonna get the Quicken. No, I'm gonna get the Barrel one, just because it'll reduce it. If as soon as I use Mark of the Storm, it'll be a 0 cost, and then I get this, the Dragon's Rage. The Dragon's Rage is so good because no matter what, as soon as Zed drops, I can use the Dragon's Rage to bring them back to my hand, or to their hand, right? Not only that, but if I use it with a strong enough foe, it can do 5, 6, 7 damage to the Nexus and bring it back if it somehow survives, right? It's Zed's turn. I drew complete trash here. So what am I doing? I'm going to be looking around to see what we can do to slow them down as much as possible. Do I think they're going to go offensive? Then I add 2 costs to the Green Glade Elder. If I think they're going to be defensive, I'm going to use the 2 cost on the Will of Ionia. I think they were going to go offensive, which is why I decided to give that 2 cost to the Green Glade Elder. And now I'm going to use the Vile Feast in order to have a blocker for at least one of the dudes. This guy's going to attack my Nexus, but it's just 1 damage. And I'm thinking to myself, what a wonderful... No, I'm thinking to myself, where is Kennen? I need my mana recycling. Where is Nami? I need to build my board super fast. I need something. I let them go. I have really nothing to do here, because even if I do this, they're gonna attack my Nexus. So this is the only way that I can do in order to protect myself. And now with the Octopus, they're able to attack. They have a 2-drop. There's not much I can do. I'm trying to invoke to find something. I find a challenger at the very least. That challenger is going to be good for Zed next turn, right? But I'm drawing crap. I just needed something so that way I can challenge the Zed. And when I challenge the Zed, they won't really have much. But check this out. Oh, that freaking 1 elusive that I couldn't kill comes back. And look at the damage now. Oh my gosh, 18. I didn't want him to level up, because if he levels up, that's GG. So now they do the Dawn and Dusk. I don't really understand why they did it here. I'm like, they don't even have enough for a rally. So even if they wanted to do something like that, they can't. I'm thinking, should I use that tidal wave, but then it's going to hit the ephemerals, and if it hits the ephemerals, then that's trash. I can use the Admiral Shelley to block. Such an idiotic move, dude. Oh, I saw that they had another one. I'm an idiot there. I just lost my Shelley to a 1-drop. A 1-drop. Right? I'm going to see what they got. I'm going to boost that up to a 2 cost. I think I'm going to summon this just because it adds another body. I'm able to actually get 2 decent hits right here. I wish I was able to hit the Zed or the other ephemeral, but there's nothing I can do. Zed is leveling up. Look at my life. I got 8 left. Please, Lord, give me something. Alright, I'm gonna summon my challenger, because if they Will of Ionia, that's the end of their turn, right? Now I know that they fell under Will of Ionia range. I'm going to bring the Zed. I'm going to attack with my ephemerals. I'm going to attack with my impact, because they have to block them. Now their Zed is a 0, which is great. Zed is 0. I got 8 left. They're summoning elusives. I'm shaking. Ah! Right? I got to block something or else I lose. They do a freaking... The good thing about my Enfeebling Strike is that they got no attack on their moves. I would have lost. I was raging at this point. I'm like, bro, where are my champions? I got all the engine, but not the actual part of my attack. Right? I'm just hoping right here. Please give me some sort of good 1 cause. Give me a, what's it called? A parlay. Give me something, man. I'm going to do an all-out attack. Doesn't matter where they block, because they have that spell. They can always add it on to the elusive, and that'll be GG. They decide not to attack with the elusive actually, which I know, okay, they're gonna use that spell to power it up by 2 and I will lose. I'm trying to think of what I can do. I'm gonna get rid of this green blade. The reason why I want to get rid of this, I don't want them to have anything on their board. I got 1 life on my freaking Nexus. Right, they summon an ephemeral, I'm putting down a unit. They're gonna attack with ephemeral, I'm blocking this. Right, I'm seeing what they got. Or I'm gonna give it 2 cost. I think I give it to the ribbon dancer. At this point, it doesn't really matter too much, but you know, if they're gonna use their whole turn for something, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna make sure that their spell never survives. You know, that they're using their whole turn for that 1 spell. Nothing, dude. Nothing is being drawn at the very moment. So I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna see what they want to attack with. I'm gonna use that purple berry shake to keep my octopus alive. And they lost their unit and they drew a freaking right. They drew a an elusive, at least for this turn. I'm thinking, what should I use? And I'm gonna use, I believe I'm gonna try to use that cloud stance creatively. I know something's gonna happen. I'd rather kill something right now. There goes my 5-drop. I'm gonna see what I can build. Please, someone give me something good. I got the lightning rush. At least that's okay, because then I can use my Nova Conspirator to recycle stuff. That's the best thing I can come up with. I'm gonna bring back my octopus just so I can see their hand with that prank. If it doesn't grab it, then I know that it's something, that it's Zed, right? Now I know that it's the twin disciplines. I don't know if they're gonna want to use the twin disciplines right now. TBH, right? I'm gonna go for the attack. If they try to do something, then if they try to use the cloud stance on my ephemeral, you know, then I use that 1-drop that I have, or that 1-drop spell, to be able to still kill it. I'm just saving grace right here. I'm glad I'm drawing units. I might just manifest a Mecha Yordle at this point, dude. No. Take away that darkness. I'm an idiot. That shield of darkness, I could have gotten spell shield on something, but I'm not really using it that much right now. So I'm gonna manifest the Mecha Yordle. I don't really want that Shadow Blade right now because I know that there's better Mecha Yordles for that amount of mana. So I'm just looking around. I get the Trumpeteer, which is gonna give everyone a +1/+1, and if I'm able to recall it, like they just did right now, I thought it was a game, but because they're able to recall it, I can use it next turn, right? Please, I'm out here trying to make sure that everyone's buffed up. Look at how buffed up my units are, right? This point, I'm like, oh, I was able to do it. Nami comes in. I don't even need you anymore, Nami. You freaking bastard. You took forever, right? They're going to kill my regenerator. This point doesn't even matter. We're going to trade. They don't got anything there. I summoned the Nami. Thanks a lot for nothing. Freaking chump, right? But I can't be too mad at you. I'm going to, I believe, summon the Mecha Yordle. Yes. Bam. Now everyone's a 4/5. Oh, thank you guys. Look at that one on my Nexus. I can't believe I survived that. Shoutouts to Enfeebling Strike. Goal here: overpower, use control, use Kennen as much as possible, find some way to draw Kennen, and dodge the damage with as much as possible. Use those recalls as much as possible. Really just spell mana recycle with Kennen. That's the best thing that I can tell you guys. Thank you so much for the continued support, and I can't wait to see you guys for the next one. So peace.